Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys an example of what I mean when I say mind and the body have to unite as one, right? On the same accord in order to uh, create or activate the soul, right, into experience. Um, I have sickle cell disease syndrome, right? And my body on the inside, it fights all the time, constantly fighting, fighting. So much that I'm literally exhausted all the time, right? Now, that's the physical. The mental, I have a 142 IQ on a bad day. Um, so my mind, right, is constantly thinking, overdrive, right? Sometimes people take too long to say what they need to say. I know this about me, right? But these two things, right, have something in common. They are always on the go, right? That helps me, right? When you understand who you are inside, you understand that helps you activate the soul, right? Because the mind and body, right, they're working together, right? If you get on the page with that, you can ignite the soul, right? What I mean by you get on the page is because it's happening subconsciously, right? To the subconscious is the flesh, right? So it's happening on a level, right, that doesn't reach the mind, right? So if you know yourself and you know that's happening, right, you can pull it together, right? And it has to happen. You'll hear me say this all the time too. In the moment, right? Not the present. Fuck all that bullshit they telling you about gifts and all that shit. Fuck all that shit. In the moment, right? You're not hearing things outside of you. In the moment, you're hearing things inside of you, right? And if you know that, you can extend that, right? And you can control yourself in a sense, right? Where you put yourself in a position to be in charge, right? Because the flesh does not listen to man. Even in the Bible, it says the higher self saw the lower self one point in time, and he asked him where was he going, and he called him Satan, right? This is also in more science. He called him Satan. He said, "Where you going, Satan?" And Satan said, "I'm going to and fro, seeking whom I may devour." And that is in the Bible as well, right? So it says openly that one does not control the other, right? This is what I mean by look inside. When you look inside, you realize that's true, right? And that's why I hate that for the past month and a half, I've had all these crazy, creepy uh, book readers, right, on here talking like the sun has risen in the Florida Alps, right? Because somebody told them, right, that being calm and having a calm persona, even though you acting, right, is the way you help people, right? All their information comes from books and things they've learned and things they've studied and been told to believe, right? When you look inside, none of that shit matters, right? So if you listen to people tell you things, be my guest, because you're listening to me, right? I'm not going to tell you not to listen to them, but I'm going to tell you if they are talking from things they learned on the outside, it will not help you spiritually, physically, or emotionally on the inside. And when I say spiritually, I mean because you activate from things like that. Things like that activate your soul, and then your soul connects and gets tries to poison purity, right? It doesn't happen, but in the flesh it does. Like in your world it happens. In that world it doesn't, right? As above, so below, right? It happens up there, but they don't see it as anything valuable as happening, right? In your world, it could be tearing you apart, right? So you gotta be careful, right? Activating your soul, right, connects you to the spirit world, right? But the spirit world, right, connects you to harmony, peace, right? You start to feel it, right? And it's not something outside of you that happened, not somebody's birthday, not a surprise birthday party, right? Not a surprise trip somewhere, none of that fake happiness that comes because somebody brought it to you. No, the real deal, right? The happiness from within, right? Those are the things that you start to experience. If you don't think I'm crazy. Fuck it. Sorry. Peace.